combination of the dupe distracting the referee and the outside interference from Chuck Stone that would cost him that intense title. And there, Chuck
Stone starting hot.
Chuck taking advantage of the inexperience of referee Mike Romo.
Referee Mike Romo just making his debut back at Leap as well.
He handed Romo the belt, told him to pass it out of the ring, and while Romo's back was turned, attacked the knee, and it looked like perhaps even a low blow on Wes Barkley.
Wes Barkley firing back. Oh, but just stopped in his tracks.
Just running into an absolute brick wall of Chuck Stone. We said we have seen a very different side of Chuck Stone. You know, Dustin, we saw bits of it. We saw hints of it. When we came back out of the pandemic, we frequently noticed that in matches featuring bulking season, we seem to see a more aggressive Chuck Stone. And at the time, it seemed like maybe he had just found another side. Maybe he had found a new gear, if you will. But since the breakup of bulking season and since he won the Bill Fonzie Alfonso Hardcore Tournament, we have seen the true Chuck Stone. And right now, Chuck Stone went into that guardrail as Wes Barkley breaks the count. So he has a chance to go on the offensive.
Chuck Stone hurting himself there, making a mistake. Wes Barkley wisely getting out of the way, and now he's in full control. This crowd strongly behind Wes Barkley. As we noticed earlier, Chuck Stone didn't help his case to get these people behind him, but.
And again, Barkley breaks the count. I think he could easily head back into the ring, but he wants to definitively beat Chuck Stone, and he pays for it right there.
Oh, into the ring post.
Bouncing off of it onto that guardrail.
This guy's got to be very wary of this count.
Now Stone sending Barkley hard, and this time it is Stone that's going to break the count.
Chuck Stone breaking the count. You know, we mentioned Mike Romo, new referee here. These guys don't know his cadence. They don't know how quickly he will count. They're learning it just as we're learning it. They gotta be paying attention to the referee.
Barkley over the guardrail. Romo all over Chuck Stone to get back in the ring.
Taking out fans, chairs, and Chuck Stone just making his way back into the ring.
Now Chuck Stone content to head back into the ring.
At 7.
Barkley gets his way over the guardrail.
Chuck Stone might have hurt himself there.
Well, and there's Barkley in, but Chuck Stone meets him, just stomping down the ribs, the midsection, the sternum, just driving his foot with all of that weight through it.
Choking him against the ropes, breaking the hold.
Boot to the midsection. Now driven back into the corner. The two of them fighting back and forth. Wes trying to fight his way out, looks for the Enziguri. Chuck out of the way. Splash across the back.
Wes Barkley, surgically repaired broken back from early in his career.
Grabbing at it right away.
Chuck Stone knows that just as well as we know that.
They were in the academy around the same time. Barkley had been there before Chuck Stone.
You mentioned two products of the AIW Academy here, just going at it.
We saw that promotional video earlier. You will see all night the products of the AIW Academy, but right now there's a cover. 2 count only.
Only a 2 count.
Wild right hand just throwing with every bit of weight behind it is Chuck Stone. Now driving that weight down across the middle rope.
Chuck Stone just absolutely dominating Wes Barkley right now. Wes Barkley has gotten very little offense, and Chuck Stone just an excruciating pace and keeping the pressure.
Raining those shots to the midsection, just winding up all kinds of force and velocity behind those shots. First to each side of the rib cage, then one to that skull.
Chuck Stone not wasting any motion.
And Stone
big
now
punches.
Looking to stay on. Barkley fighting his way back to his feet, though. Barkley, trio right hands. Barkley with a bad decision right here. Looking for the body slam.
Chuck Stone's a lot of man to bring up. Oh, just clobbering him with the clothesline.
West thought he was getting out of the way. He was charging out of the turnbuckle as Chuck came in, but Chuck saw it. Perhaps he left the turnbuckles a little early. Chuck saw it coming through that clothesline out there and just drove it right through Wes Barkley, and now he has got him grounded and in submission territory.
Chuck Stone trying to get Wes Barkley to quit.
Barkley has nowhere to go. He's trying to work his way back to his feet, perhaps hoping to get to the ropes, but Chuck just snaps him back down to the mat in the center of the ring.
Chuck Stone using submission holds. Always something new out of Chuck Stone here. He's just growing more and more as a competitor as we see him with this new attitude.
Well, you got to think it's good strategy out of Chuck Stone with all the impact he's had, all the damage he's done to those rib cage, to the lungs, to lay all of that body weight down on the back and neck of Wes Barkley. But Wes is up looking for the K-Dog.
Oh, backbreaker.
Instead is bent in half, just snapped over that knee. Chuck Stone hooks the legs to only 2 counts.
That was a nasty backbreaker. Chuck Stone weakening Wes Barkley.
Chuck Stone, I think, in driving Barkley across that knee, may have done some damage to his own knee. You see him favoring that left leg as he was walking his way into the corner. I think with the velocity that he drove Wes Barkley across that left knee, you see he can't even get the momentum to charge in.
Oh, I think Wes Barkley's starting to notice it too.
If he does, perhaps he can attack it, but I don't know. He's just fighting for survival at this point. Jawbreaker out of Barkley. I don't know that his eyes were even open enough to see Chuck Stone stumbling, but now a trio of right hands, a clothesline, hitting the ropes again. Just
Another
throwing
clothesline.
his body into Stone, ducks the clothesline from
That's one.
Stone.
It's
It's
a
Enziguri.
It's got Chuck reeling.
And now
K-Dog.
K-Dog, this
Oh.
one hits.
Almost turning Chuck Stone inside out on that one.
Stone works his way back to his feet. Wes is ready, and this time, Maserati driver hooks the leg 2-0.
Only a 2 count. Former Intense champion almost had a win there. It's been a huge win for Wes Barkley over the affiliate Chuck Stone. Maybe work himself
Now,
back in another Intense championship match.
Look for the stroke. Chuck Stone, though, fights his way out, headbutt. Charging in, hits a splash. And now cannonball senton into the corner. And you can see Wes Barkley grabbing those ribs.
Chuck Stone.
Oh, right into the spine buster. Just drove his shoulder down one more time into that.
Chuck Stone left them from the middle of the ring on that cannonball. And all of his weight went right into Wes Barkley's ribs.
Stone went out and got that Bill Fonzie Alfonso hardcore title. Mike Romo is not having it at all. Romo positioning himself perfectly between Chuck and Barkley, telling him to put the belt down, and he has to do exactly that.
Good for Mike Romo. Not many AIW refs would try to, like, you know, officiate.
Chuck Stone was looking, I think, for that last ride backbreaker. And Wes Barkley just dropped, but that time Wes Barkley is through. Hits the stroke, but Chuck
Stone wisely rolling out of the ring.
With what little bit he had left about him in his wits rolled to the floor.
Now forcing Wes Barkley to go out of the ring, pick him up, put him back in.
And Barkley, rather than following him in, is playing to the crowd, asking them if he should head up top.
Chuck's knee.
Oh, Chuck Stone just threw Romo into the ropes.
Romo was checking on Chuck.
He was talking about that knee that we said he hurt earlier.
Chuck Stone picked the title back up.
Now again, Romo gets enough of his wits back. He pulls it away, but
Chuck
a low
Stone.
blow from Chuck Stone while Romo put the belt down.
A low blow is how Chuck Stone got that belt.
And
He's
Wes
out.
Barkley is out.
Chuck Stone.
Referee Mike Romo calling for the bell as he said Wes Barkley was out. Now Chuck Stone insisting that Barkley raise his hand.
What a win over Wes Barkley. Unbelievable.